Welcome to Food News. I'm Juliet Litman.
And I'm Devon Jacoby.
I just forget that we're doing a different show these days. I was about to say, let's put 30 minutes on the clock.
You're the Time Lord. How long have they been? Like 40 minutes, 45?
They've ranged. Last week was short. It was 35. Week
Perfect.
before was 50.
I just want to say you're doing a great job.
I think our sweet spot is 40 to 45. So
All right,
that's
let's hit
what we're aiming for. Give us a call. I'm not going to look. I did just take a look. 850-STEW-136. We want to hear from you. Someone very important called us. You'll find out.
What's their name?
You'll find out at the end. Okie dokie, everybody. Let's get into our stories. The first one is about urine, pee, piss, and space. Joe, did you know that urine is sterile?
Yes.
Like you could drink it.
Yes.
For some reason, I always say if you're in prison, you could drink your own pee.
Why would you do that? They provide you with ample beverages.
I don't know why.
They provide you with ample beverages. I think it's illegal for them not to provide you with beverages.
Well, who knows? But also, it's like at any time one could do that.
Sure.
I did think about it when my baby was a newborn and he would just sort of like pee and
all over the place.
And also like pee in the bath all the time. Be like, well, it's sterile.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
It's fine.
It'll be okay.
Well, it's relevant to this story because the European Space Agency is looking into how to make basically food. It could be liquid food. In space. Usually food is brought to space from Earth. It would be an innovation about creating food up there. And they specifically need nitrogen, which is found in urine. So the idea would be to combine this powder that you bring from Earth with urine.
A couple things about this. Number one, I've told you recently, I think I told you on the show that I've seen the movie Mars recently for the first time. The Martian. Yeah. One of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's really good.
I love that movie.
It's fantastic.
He uses a lot of feces and urine to sort of like, grow things.
Manure for growing the potatoes.
And one of the things about this article, when you realize is how dumb you are, they're like, most food sources come from Earth and are brought to space. And you're like, I never really considered it like that, but yeah, of course. Like, they don't create food in space. It's space.
I just never considered it.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about the nutrition in space, except when we've talked about it on Food News. And it has always been like things they've brought or like zero gravity or whatever.
But it does feel like sunlight, water, soil could be brought there so you could sort of produce, you could use Earth elements
water
to space.
You might find in space. That's one of the open questions. Some planets could have water. The sunlight, obviously, every planet
plenty of that
could have it. Although because based on their position and distance, they might not. But it didn't I forgot that we share the sun. Like it's not just proprietary to Earth.
It does.
Yeah, like other people also. Well, other creatures.
Other people also get the sun. Other people and other planets.
Listen, in the moon landing, I didn't see the sun, so I'm just saying that. Can we just tell everybody the name of this project as dubbed by the European Space Agency?
Did want to talk about that. Glad you're bringing it up.
I think it's a really good name. It's HOBY-1, hydrogen oxidizing bacteria and weightlessness as a source of nutrition. HOBY-1.
HOBY-1. You think that's a great name?
Yeah.
A great name?
Yeah.
See, I think it's...
Are you familiar with Star Wars?
I'm very familiar with Star Wars. And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
My rapper name as a sophomore in high school
Jacoby
might have been Obi-Wan Jacoby.
Obi-Wan Jacoby.
Yes,
nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
You can look that up. I've got some hits on SoundCloud.
Okay, we'll look for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck to the ESA and really good creativity with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We can disagree.
You don't think it's a good name?
Don't think it's a good name.
Too cheesy
I feel like
for
they
you?
reverse engineered it. You know what I mean? They're like, let's do some sort of spacey kind of name. And then they spent like an hour and a half thinking about it. And that's what they came up with.
I don't know. It's a very specific lineup of letters, though.
So you think that was just serendipitous? That was just a coincidence that it just happened to be from a main character from a space franchise?
Well, there are some words that are cut out. It's HOBY-1, H, hydrogen, O, oxidizing, B, bacteria, I, in, W, weightlessness, A, as, and then there is a source of, omitted from Obi-Wan, and nutrition.
Okay.
So I think they maybe were saying that anyway, and then they were able to extract
the S.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Okay, on to our next story. Sometimes we just find ourselves following a yarn and just like, we're like on this beat. Like, as you know, we're on the heist beat. We're on the McDonald's beat. I think we're now on the matcha beat.
We're on the matcha beat.
There's a lot of stories about matcha. This one is coming to us from the New York Post. And apparently people on social media are saying that women are saying that they are suffering from sudden hair loss, and they are connecting it to matcha.
Matcha.
Do you believe this?
No.
I do not either.
Well, there is some science in this.
Okay.
And they said, quote, there's no specific or proven level that increases risk. However, 1 to 2 servings per day is unlikely to cause hair loss for the average person, said Shapiro, the founder and director of Real Nutrition. If you are drinking more than 2 servings of matcha a day, that's a you problem. You're over matcha-ing.
Also, for women, there's certain times in your cycle where you lose more hair than other times.
Yes.
So there's that as well.
It also says that it can cause hair loss, brittle nails, and fatigue. Do you know what that's called?
Being tired.
Aging.
Being an adult.
It's just aging. It's just aging. I feel the same thing about testosterone. It's like, are you tired? Is your libido going down? Do you not feel like you used to? I'm like, yeah, I'm old. Frank Thomas doesn't mean I need testosterone.
You're like, don't target me.
Yeah.
I guess there is like one piece of science that says if you have if you're anemic, basically having low iron, then drinking matcha might make it worse. But that's true of like a lot of things that you might drink. So
yeah,
I don't think this is like matcha's fault. And again, maybe diversify your beverage intake and don't do it all for the gram.
It did feel also that like one of the things about the New York Post is the hyperlinks are just absolutely wild. Sometimes they're unrelated to the words that are hyperlinked, but it said there's like an outpouring on social media. So I clicked on it and it's one post of one person in the hospital being like, not me, realizing
aggregators can't hate on aggregators,
I can hate on whoever I'd like, Juliet.
Okay, fair enough. I actually find frequently people don't hate enough, like in harmless ways. Like obviously real hate is bad, but like hating on, the New York Post aggregation techniques, go for it.
Well, they had one in when we get there, I'll bring it up.
Okay. Let's move on. Next story. This is from The Independent. And this is an interesting one. This is about a woman whose name is Yasmin Khan. You may know her cookbooks. She has a new one. It's called Sabzi, which means vegetables.
In
Farsi. And this is a book about the foods of Iran, which she has written about before. Her publisher is currently being sued by a woman named Kate Attlee, who owns a deli, also in the UK, that is called Sabzi. She says that she has trademarked this name, Sabzi, which is a word that means vegetable, and therefore this book title is an infringement on her trademark. Now, I'm a little confused, and I've got some questions. My first one
I've got answers. I did a deep dive on this story.
As someone who is involved in the naming of projects here at The Ringer and Spotify, we consider, is this trademarked? Will someone sue us? What is the risk here?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the risk evaluation was that it's such a generic name that even if someone has the trademark, they were like, we'll do it anyway because it's ridiculous. You can't trademark the word vegetable or sabzi. But I'm just surprised that there's even a legal case to be had at all and that the risk was taken by Bloomsbury, the publisher.
Well, a couple things. Number one, take out your phone and look at the Instagram profile I've sent you while I discuss that this is an interesting story, not just about this deli. And when I say deli, I want to say that when Americans think deli, this is not that. It's more of a restaurant. And this Kate Attlee woman, I absolutely hated. I was like, you are going to sue somebody over the word sabzi, which means vegetable in Farsi. But here's the part where they sort of explain the other side of it. Quote, and yet, in the eyes of UK Intellectual Property Office, Attlee does, at least for now, which does have a case, which raises a larger, more uncomfortable question. How did a Farsi word spoken by millions in Britain and billions more around the world come to be treated as original brand name? In short, the law is written for monolingual Britain and hasn't quite caught up with the multilingual one in which we live in. So basically, they're like, if this word name is unique enough that it's not
if the name was vegetable,
you could not. But this is an old law that's basically being like, it's not a commonly known term, so it is unique enough to be trademarked by this deli. And I hated this woman, Kate Otley, so much. And then I went to her Instagram profile. How good did that food look?
Her place looks awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
I was like, I hate this woman. I can't believe my girl Yasmin Khan is getting sued over this, the word vegetables. I was so team Yasmin until I went to her profile. And when we think deli, but they serve vibrant, beautiful, I don't know how other way to explain them besides like Mediterranean chopped salads.
Yeah.
They're Mediterranean chopped salads.
And also like stews, like just really good looking.
Yes, and they make
Middle
these
Eastern
lunch
food.
boxes.
Looks awesome.
This food looks so good and healthy, and I can feel how good my stomach feels after eating it.
Your innards are coming up.
Yes, I was so excited about this. I wanted to hate Kate Otley because in the article they put a picture of her and she's like got sort of like this like pose over her Sabsi sign. She kind of like looks cute and has makeup on. And I was like, oh, I hate this woman. I can't believe she is suing my girl. And I started looking at her food and I was like, I might have to take a food news road trip.
Also, I was just about to say, I've always wanted to go to Cornwall, which is where one of her locations is. So
always wanted to go to Cornwall.
Yeah.
What's the draw of Cornwall?
I don't know. It just seems like bucolic and beautiful. They have like very specific pottery there as well.
Oh, the ceramics.
Yeah, so
Juliet
that's a piece of it. Yes, I really do.
And the ocean.
I do. Yeah, it just seems like lovely. I've always wanted to check it out. So we can go to Sabzi. I still feel bad for Yasmin Khan, whose books look great. I'm going to check them out.
Her books, I think both of these women are winning, and I just feel like...
Yeah, because we're talking about them.
It is pretty petty, but they're both making really good food.
That's true.
They're making great food, and I want it. And I think I have to do some deep dives into the etymology of the word deli, because I thought it was going to be like...
Well, it comes from delicatessen.
Thank you. What does that mean? But what I imagined was like what we consider a deli here, which serves like Lay's potato chips and like lottery tickets. And I was like, and I thought there was just one, but she's got a chain of 5 and they make really good food. But here's the part I don't like. This is what I didn't like about Kate. Okay. We've all been through something like this in our lives. This is from the article, quote, some customers, she said, had come into her shops asking for the book, assuming it was hers. And she quoted now, quote, I just want them to respect the trademark and the future of my business. How many customers went into a shop and asked for the book? How many do you think? Just name a number. Name a number.
3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
very few.
It's like, like
you're
sometimes...
back to hating Kate.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we all work with people that are just like, oh, they hate me on Twitter because of blah, blah, blah. And then you like look at their mentions, like 3 people said. It's like, I know. It's 3 people came in and asked for the book.
People really want us to address X on our podcast. It's like, they probably don't. Maybe 3 people really want you to.
Yes.
Maximum 13.
How many people walked in there? They're already inside the shop to eat your beautiful chopped Mediterranean salads. And they ask if you did this book. You politely say, no, that's a different person. And then they buy something from your shop and walk out. How is that like hard for you?
Also, just say with a laugh, yeah, we're confused, but it's actually separate.
Sabzi actually means vegetables in Farsi. Now you've learned something.
Now it's a common name.
Yeah, and like that interaction does not cost you any money or business. It actually builds a relationship. So you should probably thank Ms. Khan. Even
though you really like her Instagram and want to try her food, you really hate Kate Otley.
I just hate like over-suing. Like the over-litigation of society is something that's always sort of bothered me.
I agree with you. Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this article.
Would you?
Not as much as I've loved an article coming up later in the show, too.
Merriam-Webster defines delicatessen as ready-to-eat food products such as cooked meats and prepared salads.
See, that fits, but somehow that morphed into like boar's head meats and like, quarter waters.
It still fits.
Yes.
But when I think of deli, I think of like a Jewish deli, like pastrami, corned beef, pickles, like coleslaw, Jewish people.
Yes, that's not what I think
Katz
of.
is.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think of...
You think of a bodega.
Yeah. Like a convenience store that has boar's head meats and you can get a sandwich.
Right. I think of that specifically as bodega.
Right.
Also, I wouldn't recommend getting a sandwich of boar's head food from a bodega anymore, which is hard for me to say because I
do it all the time.
Love those sandwiches.
I do it all the time.
Ham and cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo on a roll. Most delicious thing.
And then you put it in your purse so it can marinate and like get too used to it.
Exactly.
You want those elements to get to know each other and mingle.
You
want them all to mingle a little bit, become friends,
Welcome to the sandwich mixer in my bag.
Some small talk. And then 3 hours later, then it's perfect. You love relationships. You want the ingredients of your sandwich to build a relationship before you eat it.
I'm just trying to show everyone a good time, including the shredded lettuce that you might be having on your sandwich later.
Yes. Shredded lettuce is the best lettuce for burgers and sandwiches. But
okay. let's talk about a really weird TikTok that apparently has gone viral. Gender reveals. I assume you're against them. I obviously am.
I am against gender reveals. I did.
As like a party.
Yes, we had one because I have older kids and I was going to have a new baby, but it's for the siblings.
It was also telling them that they're having a sibling.
Yes, and there's 8 people in the house total. Right. You know what I mean? Inviting the community to your backyard so someone can throw a water balloon at you when you've got a baseball bat in your hand is not for me.
Okay, well, this is a 2-person gender reveal captured on TikTok. It's a woman named Meg Ferris, and I presume her husband. They got a cake, and they used champagne glasses to like scoop some cake.
There's so much more to this. First of all, like the framing of the shot.
Well,
as someone in production.
I'm not done describing it. How do you know I wasn't going to get there?
You know what? I apologize.
Yeah, wow.
I'm going to lay out.
I'm just trying to tell everybody. Okay, let me start over.
I get excited.
It's a video from Meg Ferris and her husband, and they got a cake to find out on their own, just the 2 of them, what gender or what sex their baby was going to have. And they captured it on TikTok in a park. They got a cake assuming the inside would have, I assume, a clear color. But the cake is white frosting with both blue and pink icing like flourishes around the rim of it. And so then when they stick their cake, their champagne glass inside, you can see that it's basically a funfetti cake. And somehow they were able to look at it and discern and say, oh, we're having a girl. But then they do a close-up showing you the funfetti. And I'm like, there's no evidence that you're having a girl here.
First of all, there's 2 videos.
Yes.
Which I learned. And in the second video, you learned that this is the biggest mistake. The guy was in charge of procuring the cake.
No wonder it went wrong.
Like, what are we doing?
Obviously it went wrong.
This is obviously a misallocation of resources. He can go pick up the cake, but he can't be the one who communicates with the bakery. And he says, I was so nervous. I was like, nervous. First of all, if they're not married yet, you cannot marry this man.
Well,
if this makes him nervous, I think
you might want to have another person with you at the hospital. He can't be around that baby for a while.
Great point.
He's not going to be comfortable holding the baby or like being alone with the baby. So for this woman, if she wants to take a shower or go to the bathroom, like you need to have a third person.
Juliet Litman. I didn't even think of that. If he gets nervous procuring the gender reveal cake and properly communicating what he wants to the bakery.
When the baby's 4 months old.
Yeah, when he has to raise a new child.
But first night home after the hospital, he's going to be a wreck.
He's gone.
He's going to be no help.
He's going to stay in the hospital because his blood pressure is going to be out of control. He's having palpitations.
Meg will be doing this on her own.
Yes.
Good luck. Yes.
Who will be more medicated night 2?
Definitely.
Meg or
her
the husband?
Yeah. Definitely.
That was my number one thing. I was like, that's why I got messed up. Like at first I blamed the bakery. It's like, this is obviously a gender reveal cake. So like we've all seen this.
Also, why is one person in charge of getting the cake? You need a third party, literally, to get the cake. Like,
yeah,
you for your gender reveal had someone
Zoe.
Yes,
yeah, Auntie Zoe.
She was involved in finding out the gender and like taking care of procuring what you're going to need.
Yes.
So they really are missing a lot of steps here. I want to tell this couple. Well, they're going to find out. It takes a village.
Human being can hand the bakery an envelope and say, in this envelope is the results of the gender test. Please.
I don't know. Trusting someone to read your test results? You wouldn't do that. In real life, you would not be like, here, I trust you to read the right line on this form. You're really considering
Let me say this.
You're really
in real life, I would have gotten this job done. Okay. We don't have to go into details. It would have been clear. I would have spoken to the bakery in English and communicated, or not English, and communicated to them what I needed.
Who's that a stray at? I don't even know.
No, I just wanted to say, like, even if they didn't speak English, we could still get the job done. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I now know how to say vegetables in Farsi.
Yes, Sabzi. Yeah. Anyway, the TLDR is if your husband is nervous at ordering a cake, you're in trouble for having a baby together.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck raising that child.
Okay, moving on to Jacoby's top story of the week.
Oh, God.
This is about, quote unquote, mad honey. And honestly, if someone from United is listening, I actually think perhaps we should go to Turkey because Jacoby is so excited about this.
Not just Turkey, the I don't know how to say this, the Kachkar Mountains in
We're
Turkey.
going to go to our friend Google Translate for one more time. That really worked well for us last week.
Kachkar Mountains in Turkey. Well, what's happening there is there's a gentleman named Hassan Kutluata, right? I'm going to call him Hassan moving forward. And he essentially, we open the scene where he's climbing up 20-foot metal poles to get to sort of the beehives.
I just want to give a shout out to Maureen O'Hare, who set the scene so well for
Maureen
you
O'Hare.
on CNN.com.
What a great article this is. I was lost in this.
You were like, I feel like you've just read like the Booker Prize or something.
I was lost in this world. So Hassan climbs up 20-foot metal poles to get to the hives. Do you know why there's 20-foot metal poles?
Why, Jacoby?
Because the bears can't dig their claws in the metal poles and climb up them.
Metal.
Guess who likes honey? Bears. Do you know Hassan one time got attacked by a bear?
Oh my God.
And he got
live?
scratched. He had to go to the intensive care unit for a week. Hassan is my guy.
Oh my God.
So he goes up there and he's in a beekeeping suit. He uses pine for the smoke. Did you know the smoke? The smoke is to calm the bees, masking the pheromone they release when they sense danger, which warns other bees to attack. I didn't know it was a smoke scent bomb. So
bees
they can't communicate with each other.
Sophisticated creatures. It's unbelievable.
They've got
As everyone knows,
society figured out.
the world is only like here because of bees. So thank you to the bees.
Yes.
Especially the Turkish bees.
These Turkish bees, though.
Okay, can you get into what makes this honey mad honey?
Oh, of course.
You're like
the nectar.
Because I know that you're in love with this beekeeper, but I have to tell you, it's actually not the point of the story.
It's called mad honey. Okay, and here's the gist of it. The nectar contains a naturally concurring toxin called granotoxin, whatever.
Granotoxin.
Granotoxin. Granotoxin. Sure, that's what I said. The amount that makes it into the honey varies per season and what other flowers the bees have been feasting on, but a spoonful can pack enough buzz to deliver a gently soporific high.
Soporific.
That's what I meant. And while a jar...
I'm so sorry that I did that.
No, I deserved it. So here's the part that I don't understand, because here's Hassan's quote about the high. We shouldn't eat too much. If we eat more, it might affect us. There's no hallucination involved. It just causes dizziness, low blood pressure, a slight fever, nausea, and difficulty walking. That does not sound like a buzz.
Okay, but on the other hand, it also says that Deli Ball has been used as folk medicine, a spoonful taken daily to lower blood pressure, or used as a sexual stimulant.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. Is it good or is it
There
bad?
are some gas stations that serve like boner honey, like next to the register. I'm always been curious. Maybe it's Deli Ball. Maybe it's based in Deli Ball.
But like this does sound like many drugs. Like it's sort of like an ecstasy essentially, where it's like
might make you sick.
Might make you sick. Might have the greatest night of your life.
Who knows?
Yeah. So
you might vomit.
This
you might
is the Molly of honey, essentially.
But like Molly, you're not going to hallucinate.
Yes, but you might have a really good night and just like want to touch a lot of things and people.
You might dance more than you ever have before and sweat a lot.
You're like, wow, this Taylor Swift is just hitting so differently. So great.
Yes.
So I think that this honey should have a bigger market, although it probably should be really regulated given all of this risk.
Yeah, it feels more like a black market honey thing.
Yeah, it also sounds like you need to be at one, like you need to have a good relationship with the bees. Like so much of what Hassan describes, not just with the bears, but like is related to making sure he's like connecting with them and like they have the right energy.
Don't get me started.
So it would be hard to get for like, in big ways.
Can I read a quote from
please,
Hassan?
Yeah,
I
please.
love Hassan's life so much. He said, let me just say a couple things about Hassan.
If you can't find Jacoby next week, he's retreated to the mountains of Turkey to become a beekeeper.
And I just showed you the Google image search of these mountains. They are so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Quote, just ride with me into Hassan's world for a second.
I'm here.
Our village is very cool. Summers are very cool here. There are no mosquitoes. Huge selling point. It's not like the city where it's way too hot to stay. Here, it's natural life. We have a river. We can go swimming. There is no noise here. And then he went on to talk about...
As a man with 4 children.
Yes, then he went on to talk about his relationship to the bees. And to Hassan, the bees themselves are restorative for mental health. Quote, when I'm feeling down, I go to the bees. When I'm stressed or feeling troubled from work or the outside world, I go to the bees. I open the hive, take care of them, and I feel peaceful and happy, and all my stress and troubles disappear.
This is beautiful.
I Go to the Bees is the name of my new album.
It's a great memoir name. I Go to the Bees.
Yes.
To the Bees.
I do also just because I always have to have a couple notes for everything.
Sure.
Do you really get stressful about work but don't you care for the bees as work? It's what's the stressful part? The business side of the operation?
Your problems take up as much room as they have, right? So if you have the room for it.
Wait, what? Is that the new name of my new album?
That's my self-help book.
I was about to say, your problems.
They take up as much room as you give. I don't want to say as you give them, though. It's just how much space you have for it, right?
Oh,
So if you have more space for a problem, it will expand.
If I lived in these mountains, there wouldn't be a lot of room for my problems.
That's because it would just be all bees filling your inside.
I'm allergic to bee stings, though.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a reveal. A third act reveal into the bees.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I know.
So is that how you're going to die? You go to Turkey and you're like, I'm living with bees, and then they attack you like in My Girl?
No. But first of all, that movie made me cry so hard.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's
like not for kids.
Oh my God, yes. And I'm allergic to bee stings, and I had a traumatic bee sting experience. Oh my God. I was not the same after that movie.
Oh my God. Sounds intense.
Yes. But yeah, it's not how I'm going to die. It's how I would like to die. When I know my time is up, fly me to Turkey.
Okay.
And
give me a bee sting.
But I'll probably get eaten by a bear before I even get to the bees.
Okay, just from Google Translate, here's how you say the name of the mountains in Turkey.
Kachkar.
You had no chance of saying that. This is my new bit, playing Google Translate aloud on our podcast.
Great.
All right, let's get into our It's taste test time.
This is not personal food news, but it's a bit personal food news. My family has a Costco membership, which we value very much. And when you're in Costco, when they go, are you laughing about the drum roll thing?
I'm laughing at how you just said that. You turned to the side and you were hiding the fact that you have a Costco membership.
No, I'm very proud of my Costco membership. We've reinvigorated it in Los Angeles when we were first doing this show. It was a big part of my life, but now it's sort of become back as we were now executive members of the Costco.
Jacoby, Juliet, friend fact, I never was a Costco member, but you guys included me in your family membership, so I was able to go.
Would you like to be included ours now?
I actually would, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, great.
I'll
we'll offline on that one.
Request you, yeah.
Cool.
So every time my family goes to Costco without me, every time you go to Costco, you come back with one weird food item. And what my son was really excited about is Ramen Crunch.
This looks awesome.
What we have in our hand is essentially someone who likes ramen but doesn't want to cook it, and it's got a potato chip experience. So first what you're supposed to do here is you crunch the ramen. It comes as a typical ramen rectangle, but you're supposed to crunch it. And then one thing I really like about this food item is I have a really
important thing to say.
I like food items that allow you to control your spice level. So it doesn't come spiced. It comes like ramen with a packet of powder. So I like spicy things.
This is a perfect idea. I don't know if it's going to taste good, but the idea is perfect.
The idea is that you can customize your own experience. I really enjoy.
Okay, so I really like this recipe from the New York Times. I'm going to have to look it up. It's a salad, and it recommends making instead of using croutons, you make your own crunchy topping. And what you use for it is ramen noodles. And you basically cook them on the stovetop in a saucepan with a little oil or butter. And I was just thinking, this is perfect for putting into a salad too.
Oh yeah, because I love a little crunch and a little mush.
Me too, and I love that in salad. So I'm gonna go no spice.
Go no spice. It's still got a little kick, but so what I do is I put mine in and I shake it up.
I'm gonna take a bite.
Take a bite. Okay, here's one thing I want to say about this before you speak is it's one of those things where the first bite isn't amazing, but you find yourself going back to it.
The experience of eating it is so good, flavor alone. Oh my God, there's a real aftertaste. It's good.
It's good, right?
This is a complex product.
I enjoy it.
I really like it. Also, like I was saying, the crunch of it is really great. Also, because you're breaking it up, there's small pieces, so you can eat it for a long time.
Yes.
So if you're snacking, it goes slower than...
It's a pinch food.
Then be great for our children in 3 months.
But you have to pinch it. You have to pinch it.
This is too spicy for me without the package.
With the
spicy.
But
without the package, it's still spicy.
No, but most people enjoy spicy stuff, and this...
It's not that I don't enjoy it. I can't tolerate it. Just a reminder. My tongue got screwed up by a
That's
medication.
fair. That's fair.
It's not that I don't like it. I can't tolerate it. It's like an allergy, basically.
I just want to say, Juliet, that's very rude. Because I like to make fun of you for this, and now you've made yourself bulletproof from criticism.
Yeah,
you're bulletproof from criticism. I cannot criticize you for being. I can't be like, oh, you're such a wimp. You can't take the spice. Like, a medication that I took gave me this condition.
It fucked up my tongue forever. So that's where we are.
Why'd you take that from me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I hurt you that way. I'm gonna have another bite though.
You're like, I can't taste the rest of my life, and I love food. But yeah, sorry, you can't make fun of me.
I think one of the reasons I have iced coffee. I have to let hot coffee cool down enough so that I can drink it because my tongue is so fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, so it's part of my iced coffee thing.
Oh. Good, right?
This is a really good snack. I'm going to finish it later.
It's called Ramen Crunch.
I'd be really happy if the office stocked this. Like, this is really good.
Well, I'll just write an email. I'll write a strongly worded email.
Let's get it.
To the people that stock the office.
Okay, everybody.
Personal food news time.
Personal food news. I want to do a drum roll. I already did one today.
Please don't.
Drum roll will never be gone. I provided some updates on my journey with chicken not too long ago, as you may recall.
Yeah, that was exciting. Thighs.
Chicken thighs. I bought chicken thighs. I've selected a recipe that I was going to make.
Oh, nice.
I went to my refrigerator last night.
Okay.
I retrieved the package of chicken thighs from the fridge.
Okay.
I looked at them and I was like, nope, too gross. Can't do this. I couldn't bring myself to touch the chicken at home.
Okay.
And I don't think I can cook chicken for myself. I can
So the
consume
summer of chicken was Betty Jane, your mom, making the chicken and serving it to you. So you don't want to know how the proverbial chicken is made.
Yes, I can't be a part of the process.
That's totally
I can only
fine.
bear it there at the end.
I totally understand that.
And so, but I was sort of like, so I've wasted $13 on chicken.
I'll come over and cook the chicken thighs.
It just was like, I was just like confronting chicken in your own home is not for me, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't feel proud of this. I really wanted to be like, I make chicken for myself now. I don't think I can do it. Just grossed me out way too much.
I totally understand that.
Thank you.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm really trying to like find my sweet spot of cooking. I'm just not a natural cook, but like for a lot of reasons, I'd like to become someone who like has like a plethora of go-to items.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I like chicken now. I can do chicken, but no, I can't. It's out. So that's that. I will say thank you to the New York Times cooking app, which I referenced for the salad topping. Like there's so many different there's thousands of recipes. So there's so many different things to try. So I'm not giving up on this, but I just wanted to provide an update on where I am with chicken thighs.
I understand that.
Eating them, not cooking them.
I understand that. I also think that chicken in particular is a little bit scary to cook because of the threat of salmonella is everywhere. So like when I cook chicken,
for me, it's the touching of the chicken. It's just like, ugh. No
I've just been dealing with it for so long, it doesn't bother me. But I often think about like, I don't think I'm going to get salmonella, right? But you're supposed to have a specific cutting board for it, right? We don't have that. And then when I'm washing the cutting board, I'm watching the water go off the cutting board onto the sink. And I'm like, is that sink now contaminated?
Yes.
Or are my hands contaminated? So I have to wash my hands, but I use my finger to pump the soap onto my hand. It's like when the first parts of COVID where you realize that like, everything gets everywhere. That's one of my problems with chicken.
It's true. Everything does get everywhere.
Everything gets everywhere.
Tough. All right, your turn.
I have a very, very quick one and then another one.
Okay,
You just remind me of my quick one.
Okay. Is it about chicken?
No, my son went to Hawaii with Auntie Judy, and he came home and he wanted to make some Spam. So we got a can of Spam, and we haven't. It's just
I love how Quincy just like brings stuff back with him. Like it's like the experience lives on.
Yes,
it's really cool.
And he wanted to make. So we got seaweed and we got sushi rice, and he was gonna cook up Spam. We have a recipe.
Is he moving to Hawaii? Interesting.
No. It's just something that he wanted to do. It's like a little project.
Yeah, it's a Hawaiian
He came
thing,
back.
yeah.
Well, he also came back from grocery shopping, so he has a little project when he gets home. And he's got the ingredients for this recipe. He's got the rice is cooking, everything's laid out, and I wasn't there. I was in a different part of the living room, and they were in the kitchen.
I just want to know it's open floor plan concept from living room to kitchen, so you weren't like
I wasn't like around the corner. Yeah. But this will make sense in a second. They opened up the Spam, contaminated Spam.
What? Spam is supposed to be like contamination proof.
Exactly. They open up the Spam.
What the fuck?
And like,
this sounds disgusting.
They're traumatized.
Oh my God. I feel traumatized. And I wasn't there.
The next day I brought it up and they gave me this. It was like, it's not, I now call it Voldemort.
The Spam that shall not be named.
You can't, no. You can't say the spam that shall not be named. That's not how it works.
The canned food that shall not be named.
Yes, it is. The Voldemort experience is what I call it now.
Remember when spam T-shirts were popular in the 90s?
Yes, of course I did.
I had one.
Yeah.
Carry on.
But I Googled how to spam whatever. Like, could the can be punctured? Is it dented? Does bacteria get in there? I have no idea how this happened, but it happened.
Okay, I want to move on. I feel disgusted.
Yeah, let's move on. I was walking with my children outside of the Met, and I live in that area, but I rarely walk that tunnel. It's the tourist trap tunnel of like people want to take your portraits. They want to sell you like New York City art.
Oh, it's not literally a tunnel.
No,
because there is literally a tunnel next to the Met. Sorry.
Yes.
So it's a Thunderdome.
It is, yes, a Thunderdome of like cheap tourist trap stuff. And they have these tons of carts of food. And like in a single man, in a single cart, the offerings are so wild. One man inside of a cart is selling you shrimp sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, hamburger, hot dogs, gyros, knishes, lamb gyros, chicken gyros, combo gyros. What am I forgetting? Mozzarella sticks, chicken tenders, French fries, salads.
Okay. So if you saw all of these items on a diner menu, I don't think you'd think twice.
No problem.
No, but the question here is, how can you do all of it in the cart?
With one person.
Yeah, the space and the bodies is the problem. It's not necessarily the menu itself, because it's very similar to a diner, like a Greek diner.
But a diner doesn't run from like a gas-powered generator and like get put in the back of a truck and driven to Queens at the end of the day.
4x6 space, yeah.
Yeah. And the employees can use the bathroom in a diner and wash their hands and come back to the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like it's just, and the thing that I thought about when I saw this, and this has been a phenomenon that I've always been like, how could you possibly offer these things and be good at all of these things?
Sure.
But the real phenomenon that I have is like, it makes me feel terrible that people fly thousands of miles and think that that is New York City food.
On the other hand, I feel like, let's take your son, Quincy, for a second. I feel like maybe this is like kind of the New York equivalent to like seeking out spam. You're just like, what is the cart experience like in New York? I'm going to check it out.
Well, we all know the famous cart experiences, but this isn't that. This is just awful.
I think in general, the food around the Metropolitan Museum of Art, like Madison Avenue in particular, stinks. There's not a lot of good options. There's like these like stuffy restaurants that have been around for a long time. There's Eli's, which is like okay. There's two of them, like the one in the 80s, the one in the 90s. Like,
Butterfield Market.
Yeah, but it's always so crowded. But yes, I don't think that's that good of a market. It gets the job done. I don't know. There's a lot of room for improvement with food. Also, the Met used to have an awesome cafeteria, and they replaced it.
Really?
Yeah, it's now stinks.
I also think they're like, I don't want to get into property laws, but I think there's like zoning that you can't put restaurants in that area.
Oh, yeah, of course. There's residential.
So, they're like,
but on Madison, you could.
I think it's weird zoning there too.
Okay. Well,
that's my personal food news.
Some food opportunities. All right. Let's move on to the listener food news. We have a proper listener food news that we're going to get to, but we just got to tell you. Unique name, not going to give it. He called in. Thanks so much, man. And we'll come back to this call, I think, because it's, first of all, long, so we need to parse it over time. Works in logistics, so he could really be weighing in on these heists.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why he listens? Because he's like, oh, they're talking about my field?
I don't know why anyone would listen to this. That's a weird question. I think we're entertaining.
That's nice, yeah.
But which one are we going to do first?
Let's get into Kara from Indiana.
Hi, Juliet and Jacoby. This is Kara calling from Indiana, where we have 7 Brew and Scooter's coffee aplenty. And yes, I got this phone number from Juliet's Instagram, so there's one for your tally.
Woo!
Big food news on my algorithm this last week was the Starbucks Bear Cup.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm more curious about your thoughts and opinions on the Taco Bell Baja Blast pie. It's that violent Baja Blast color with graham cracker crust and whipped cream around the edges. It sounded like apparently key lime pie-esque, according to reports, food-wise. I didn't get my hands on one because apparently it was only 10 per store and only sold per pie for $20, and who needs a whole pie? Gotta love the limited time marketing deal, So my question for you both is, what would be your dream soda and pie combo? Thanks. Love the pod.
I'm prepared for this.
I am too.
Okay, great.
Do you remember the Coke Oreos?
Yeah, of course.
I thought those were really good.
They were.
And I thought the Coke would make for a good pie because like a Coke Oreo pie.
Oh my God. I envisioned this question so differently.
Oh, what were you imagining?
I'm an idiot. My answer is the same, but I had them as separate items. When she said combo, I had like my beverage on the side and like a pie next to it. The Baja Blast, I get it now. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a total idiot. Have you seen the Baja Blast pies?
No, I haven't.
The algorithm has sent them to me, and I was like, I know if I send this to producer Mike, I'm going to have to eat it, so I'm not going to send it to producer Mike. The color alone is just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
It sounds gross. But yeah, I just think that like take that Oreo and make it a pie. Even better as a pie.
Unpopular opinion. I don't love cakes and pies. I just don't love them. And I think especially fruit pies.
I know you don't love them because people who love both cake and pie or cake or pie do not group them together. So for you to be like, I don't love cakes and pies, you're not into sweets.
No, I love sweets. I just don't like that particular vehicle. However, there is one type of pie that I love.
I thought you were going to say that you like
that I fell in love with, especially from House of Pies in Los Angeles.
Key lime.
No. Cream pies.
Oh.
Old school, like banana cream pie or just
delicious.
A cream pie. That type of pie I absolutely love because it's sort of like that mousse texture or like tiramisu texture I really like. And what I would, like a root beer
you like a
float.
custard type of thing.
Imagine like a root beer float pie. So you get, like, I love a root beer float. Imagine those two flavors, like a vanilla cream and a root beer in a pie. That sounds perfect.
It does sound great.
I want one.
I would rather have Coke than root beer, but yeah, it sounds really good.
A Coke float pie?
Yeah.
I think root beer is more distinct.
I think you know my experience with root beer is very, very minimal. So I'm like, okay.
Juliet, do you like root beer? I don't know.
I don't.
Never gave it a shot.
I've only had it like once.
Yeah. Juliet, do you like root beer?
I'm
right. Not sure.
Let's listen to this call from Unique Name. Okay. Mike sent it to us last week unprompted, and I listened to this.
I listened to it.
And I just started laughing on my own. I was just sitting alone laughing.
What is up? It is I, won't even say it. It needs no introduction. Honestly, my general life disposition is not to jump when someone says. But when Juliet and Jacoby say call in and say hello, I'll make an exception. And honestly, I wanted to call in earlier since the return, but every time I started dialing with 850, I just gagged and had to stop. But I'm here. Comments, maybe my anonymity will quickly dissolve with this, but coincidentally, I worked in logistics for almost 6 years. You are not even close to scratching the surface of how sketchy and poorly in general regulated and how much theft there is, both in domestic and international supply chain. And additionally, I was raised Mormon and was a fully devout Mormon until I was about 16. So a lot of the recent episodes hit close to home. I'm not just going to call in and talk about myself. I am self-aware. So quick story, was on a work trip the other day with some coworkers. We went out, got home late. Someone said order Taco Bell. And we got the Cinnabon Delights, and I hadn't had them in a long time.
Did we try those?
We did.
You guys had them, but a good batch of those Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell are truly one of the best desserts in fast food. I would venture to say in restaurants in general. However, a bad batch is truly pitiful. So have you guys had the Cinnabon Delights, Mike? Would be a great taste test, super easy.
I like you're just talking straight to Mike.
Hear
Yeah.
this on the show and happy to be back in communication.
Us too.
I know.
Okay. What's your favorite part? I can tell you mine while you think about it.
Mine is I am self-aware.
Mine is maybe my anonymity will dissipate.
Yeah.
No.
I have no interest in finding the intersection
moreover,
of the circles of logistics work and Mormonism.
I just think this is our Batman. Like, I'm like, you could be anyone, like a truck driver, former Mormon.
Oftentimes I'm on the train and someone makes eye contact with me and I'm like, is that unique name?
I think we've ruled out that he doesn't live in New York. I think that's, to me, feels like he doesn't live in New York.
How do you know?
I don't, but I don't. I just think that, like, the devout Mormon till 16 suggests to me.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know there's Mormons in New York, but I just think that, like, it's less likely.
You just said you don't want to know who he is, but now you're sort of profiling him.
I'm not saying I don't want to know.
He can be anybody. That's the good part about it.
I'm not saying I don't want to know. I'm just saying I feel like he could be anybody. I love hearing from this guy. There's just so many things that made me laugh. Thank you so much.
Is there a little part of you that's disappointed that he doesn't know that we've already tried the Cinnabon bites?
A little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of it's like you're our biggest fan.
Yeah, I thought you were like...
Yeah, he's a casual food newser who pops in once in a while.
But we've confirmed he's not a stalker because he's not like taking it all in, voraciously or whatever.
My favorite part is, which cannot be, I'm typically not the type to jump when someone says so. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is he referring to?
Someone says,
like, what life experience did someone else? He's like, nah, man. Like, I just like, you guys go ahead.
I also, I just have like a lot of thoughts, but like,
I'm self-aware. I'm not going to talk about myself the whole time.
After a minute.
Transition. I was on this work trip.
In his defense, he's entering the format, which is the listener food news begins with a personal anecdote that then goes into a question.
Yes, totally fair.
So,
but when you say I'm self-aware, I'm not going to talk about myself, and then your next sentence is, I was on a business trip.
I just don't know if he's doing a bit or like this is it.
Oh, he's not doing a bit.
I fucking whatever it is. I love Unique Name.
I love you too, Unique Name.
This is so good. Thank you to our producers today, Ronak, Nair, and Mike Wargon. We'll be back next week.